And this is just to piggyback off of a caller previously mentioning how his girlfriend forbid pornography, and it's something that we have an agreement upon in my marriage.
Interesting.
Now, I'm just trying to understand, am I being a lame wife by thinking it's cheating if you watch pornography?
Cheating?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
You've got bigger problems than you can see.
Am I being a lame wife? Yes.
No, it's
Cheating
fucking
is porn.
cheating. I'm sorry. That's cheating. How's that not textbook cheating?
Watching porn is cheating? Come on. What are we talking
Oh my
about
God,
here?
guys.
This is insane. Let's hear her out, but it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Being a lame wife by thinking it's cheating if you watch pornography.
Yes, next question.
I try not to be like a prudish, traditional lame wife.
Okay.
With fervor, give sloppy toppy on a daily
Okay.
basis.
All right. Now the
and-
plot thickens.
By the way, actually, I'm almost like jealous of her.
Yeah.
Like she's so horny.
Yeah.
Or like you're like,
yes.
That's my
Totally.
like your husband watching porn is making you be like,
How
fucked that whore. Like it's like, oh my God. Like
Now,
you're that on top of it.
You're right. And sloppy toppy on a daily basis.
Jesus Christ.
Now it's getting interesting because I think, are you weird? Yes. Do you have a hell of a bargaining chip if you want to make your husband change any of his behavior?
You're that obsessed with your husband?
Also, yes. Like, look, if so, anyway, let's finish this up. But but this is interesting.
I try to keep myself looking good for my husband, so I'm trying to understand if you could explain to me from your perspective, like, why do men go to pornography, and why is it not considered cheating?
She can't even wrap her head around it.
Because I just think that looking at naked people and like going to strip clubs is cheating. I always think it's cringy, like if I watch The Sopranos and Tony Soprano's
That's the problem.
Don't bring Tony into it.
I also love watching Sopranos and being like, the most morally reprehensible thing they're doing is looking at tits.
Yeah, I know.
That's so bad. Irredeemable, evil human beings.
Chopping people's heads off on the regular.
But she's appealing to us. She's trying to put it in terms we understand. Let's figure this all out, Elders. Let's keep going here.
And he's like looking at young naked girls. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm pro sex worker, 100%. But it's like a single man's game, in my opinion. I don't know.
But it's like a
Sorry
what?
for being long-winded,
Single man's
but
game.
just looking for your explanation here. Certainly not asking you to defend this, but just trying to be a cool wife and maybe learning something from this. So thank you, love your show, love you. Bye.
You gotta stop trying to be a cool wife, doll.
Yeah, just be yourself. That's number
Be
one.
your sloppy self.
You're giving top. Listen, here's the thing. The point I was trying to make earlier is
your rule, honey.
Is this ridiculous? Yes. If you're blowing your husband every day, you can ask like 5 ridiculous favors.
Yeah.
You could be like, I don't like it when you eat green Skittles. And you'd be like, great, I'll never have a green Skittle again in my life. You know what I mean? like, you do have a hell of a, like I said, it's a hell of a bargaining chip. But why don't I consider porn cheating is like, it's hard for me to like, how is it cheating? He has no relationship with these people. He's jacking. Can he jack off? Is he allowed to jack off? Is thinking about another lady's tits cheating to you? Like, that's what we're talking about here?
This is pointing to a very delicate ego, girl. You gotta, this is very...
I think you may be right.
You cannot, what? This is your husband? In what world is him looking at porn a violation of your marriage or his feelings for you? This is, and also, I mean, what, the thought police? I mean, we're going, right? I mean, it's like... It's something you're just going to have to get over, right? Or if he's, what's his reaction? We don't know.
So this is such a fundamental question where she's like, why isn't porn cheating? And I'm trying.
Because it's not.
Yeah, I'm trying.
It's actually quite simple.
I'm trying so hard to give her.
It's ancient. Looking at it, once you start trying to regulate the fantasy life of someone else, you're fucking done. You cannot do that. It's actually an abomination. I think it's actually violence, sweetie, what you're doing. And I'm actually not even remotely kidding.
You're being violent.
You cannot regulate other people's imaginations and sexualities.
Yeah.
And you're allowed to go, I wish that you didn't need them or whatever about pornography, but it has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, I guess we have to draw a line somewhere. And it's like imagination.
Wait till he starts cheating on you.
Yeah, exactly. Imagination and fantasy, you gotta be allowed to do that.
This is the most basic human. This is the most is he gonna wake up and go, sweetie, I had a dream. I got a blowjob from the woman from Jamba Juice or whatever. And then you're gonna be like, this is very. What's going on here? I mean, there's got to be something historical here that's pulling on this that we're not hearing about.
Right. It's like, look, it's a beating off aid. It's, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, if you let this guy beat off, which is crazy to think that you wouldn't allow someone to beat off.
In the shower on Easter is the only time,
he has to bleach the tub down right afterwards. It's like, I guess I'm just it's just a fucking... It's not real. He's not trying to fuck those people. He's just trying to get a nut off.
It's not real. It's a fantasy. It's a cave painting. It's a drawing in a fucking book from. It's not about you.
Yeah, and then if the reason you're blowing him every day is because you're trying to compete with.
Well, that's what I'm worried about.
If you want to do it, great. But if you're like, well, if I hold up my end of the bargain, which sounds a little repressive. What's
he giving you? I start going, what's so good about this guy?
I know. What is the setup here? Cool. And also, is this an issue? Like, how much? If you're sucking his dick every day, how much pornography is this guy watching?
I know. What's going on with him?
How old is he? Is he good for? Is he a multiple nuts a day guy? I mean, I don't know.
By the way, how long? I'm really stuck on BJ every day. I'm really having trouble with this. Yeah. And like what? And then also BJ every day, because you want to be a cool wife. Cool wife's come up a few times. I want to be a lame wife. I don't want to be a prude. I'm on all fours every day. What's going on?
Yes, I'm trading pussy. It's like you don't have to you just have to behave the way you want. It is, you're right. The cool wife thing is a little, are you doing all these things because you feel it's good, or are you doing them because you feel you have to?
Oh, honey.
I'm a little scared of that.
I'm really worried.
And here's the thing. With the porn stuff, it's like, do you not want to blow him, but you're like, but if I don't, he'll start watching porn?
No, this is getting tricky.
I just want you to interrogate what your feelings are and what you think the role of a wife is, and if you're truly happy to do that. Look, you might search your feelings, and you might think, this is everything I want to do, but it's feeling a little, especially the porno thing, it's feeling a little old-fashioned. And even I try to keep myself looking good. I try and give him head every day.
For him.
Yeah, it's like, what about...
Make your ass tight for you,
For
girl.
you, and then he gets to also fuck you. That's nice.
Also, buckle fucking up. Mm-hmm. If you're married, he's going to, by the way, just straight down the barrel, I guarantee you, he's going to be in love. He's going to have fantasies about a real person.
Sure.
He's going to want it. So you're going, I'm scared he's going to want to fuck someone else. Guarantee you he will. That's fine. That's natural. You're going to want to fuck someone else.
Yeah. So it's not actually. Yeah, as long as he doesn't do it.
But it's if you're policing and getting really upset about pornography, what's going to happen? You're in the real world.
Yeah.
So then you're going to completely collapse when the actual, if you can't be in a marriage if you can't acknowledge that there's you're both going to have desires for other people.
Totally.
And pornography is arguably a safe place for a fucking escape valve to do that.
Yeah.
You should be fucking praying he's watching porn.
Oh, yeah. You should be praying he's typing Indian girl that works at your job on X videos, instead of texting her. You know what I mean? That's a great point. It's I think you're being a little unrealistic about what humans are like and how they just will have some desires, and that
and it's okay.
Porn is kind of a safe way to not do it, and you don't have to feel repressed either. I just do worry. There are some alarm bells are ringing about are you truly happy? Maybe
the cool wife thing's got to go. The cool wife stuff got to go.
Unless he's really going above and beyond for you as well, maybe. But even that is just do stuff behave the way you actually want. It does sound like you have this idea of what an ideal wife is that's a little restricting.
Mamacita.
But yeah, keep at it. I hate to be giving advice that might lead to a guy getting blown less. That philosophically is very difficult for me, but I will even tell you to interrogate that aspect of your life.
But you can't be withholding BJ's because he's watching porn.
If you can't be checking his fucking search history like he's your 11-year-old son. And even him you should let jack off,
if you're feeling concerned about the content of the porn.
Sure.
And you want to be like, hey, what's this about for you? I'm trying to understand this part of you. But guess what? Your fucking partner is entitled to have whatever that.
They can beat off,
This is crazy.
Also, he probably is watching porn. When he needs to beat off when you're at the store or something. He's probably beating his dick and pulling up porn.
He's watching more porn than you could imagine, sweetie, is what I'm hearing. This guy's something wild's going on in this home.
Yeah.
Where she's,
Yeah. She's like, I try and be a cool wife. I'm on my collar whenever he asks me to be.
Exactly.
I never drink I only drink from my bowl.
Exactly.
But anyway, hope that kind of hope you see our side of it, I suppose. But very interesting. I
will say for this girl, like some couples do just like lean into the roles like this too. So maybe it is just like
and also we again are two of the weirdest people in the world. This is how most of the world, like they're a little less intense than her, but this is how most people behave probably.
Right.
Yes.
That sounds like, wow, being the cool wife.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Wild, right? Thinking about that. Thinking about how that's your life.
But there is something, I actually want to watch a porn about a girl who's like the idea of getting like possessive.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
maybe she's like, are you really sexually obsessed with your husband? Like, that's awesome.
That's cool.
If you're so fucking obsessed with him that you're like, you better not check it for anyone but me, bitch.
Yeah,
I'm like, whoa, okay, you're madly in love.
But even that is almost like, then we're getting into, are you actually a
kink?
cuck
territory?
Yeah. Because anybody who's that possessive, it's probably like they're scared on some level of them cheating, and then it's like, but that's actually their greatest turn on in a weird, in a way that like how Republican senators are closeted. Yeah, this woman might be a closeted cuck because she's like, really you can't even jack off without me. You know what I mean? Maybe.
Know.
We're just dreaming up. You called in to ask if porn is cheating, and we're trying to use your life story. We're using your life story kind of the way SVU does, ripped from the headlines. We're ripping your life from the story and making porn.
You're reverse engineering like a porn scenario out of it.
But yeah, I would. But I know you're saying all this. You're right. This is how.
And it's like some couples probably are just like that, and it's like if you are getting sucked off every single day, you probably don't even feel a need to like look at porn. So
that's what I'm saying.
A self-regulating system that might just be like natural in a way.
It's a beautiful engine. Yeah,
that's not too much. It's not like about people's like.
It's a terrarium that you can put a cork into, and it'll just work perfectly.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Perhaps.
That's fascinating.
But even that, it's a lot of upkeep. You know what I mean? You miss one blowjob, and now we're backed up.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with, man.
I want to see pictures of these people. Like really bad.
Yeah. So I would be interested to talk to her about it. Who knows? Maybe someday we can get her on a live calls app. But that's our take.
Suck your husband off, sister.
I hope I'm not being too angry.
I don't think so.
At her, sweetie, I'm not mad at you. I'm just worried about you.
I think we're her friend, and she's looking for our perspective, and we gave that to her.
Yeah.
But hey, yeah, maybe it's working for you. Who cares? Let the guy beat off to some fucking porno. Who gives a fuck? Who fucking cares?
Let him beat off and suck him off. Then you're like really awesome wife.
Yeah, then you're fucking cool. Let him fuck one of your friends. If we're talking about being cool.
Be a cool wife. Yeah.
I got a couple ideas of what
the coolest wife of all.